Hey, Wagwan, what y'all deal with?
People still waiting, while the folks still hating. It's a new generation.
Yo, I figure it's been a little bit too long since y'all seen my fine ass, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to get on here and talk about what I've been thinking about a whole lot lately, right? So I'm just coming on here to run my mouth.
I be like, blah, 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 blah.
So what I wanted to talk about is this whole thing as far as it relates to the word Pickme and the word simp. Man, that's just getting old. Okay, it's getting old. And the crazy part about it is that I feel like a lot of people are using it as a power play. I feel like people are using it to make their own self feel better. Here's what I got to say. First of all, I'm going to just start with the word pick me because that's the most obvious thing. I definitely think a lot of women use that out of jealousy. See, I think that if there was another meaning to it, you know, because a lot of women say, well, that's not what it means. And there's a whole nother meaning to it. Well, if there's another meaning to it, baby girl, you need to fully explain that shit, because ultimately what I see it being used for is a lot of women who, will see a woman that's married and talking about her man. We'll see a woman that is, disagreeing with some of the like regular general female think tank. You know what I'm saying? They will see a girl who they feel like, okay, you breaking girl code because you're not agreeing with all of us, and they will call her a pick-me. Okay. If there's another meaning, then I need one of y'all to get on here and tell me what's going on, because that shit don't line up for me. Okay. But that's the easy one. I want to talk about this whole concept of simp, right? Now, this is where a whole lot of men is going to get mad at me. And usually, they put me in a position of being a champ because I agree with a lot of the stuff that some men say, right? However, no, you're not going to put me in that position unless you're ready to hear the truth about men as well. Because the whole thing is this. As it relates to this whole concept of calling another man a simp because he is, saying that he's doing something for his wife.
What they do?
Saying that he doesn't agree with the common male think tank.
What they do?
Basically because you feel like he's being too nice and you feel like you want to take a jab at him too.
What they do?
My whole thing is this. What are you solving by doing that? It's not like you trying to help him or help him open his eyes or no shit like that. Basically, you're doing it just because you want to make yourself feel better. Because it's like some old high school on the playground type shit of trying to get back at somebody. Basically, you doing it only because of that. Because ultimately, as it relates to calling another man a simp, that basically is a sign of trying to show him that he's beneath you. And I feel like, that whole thing is so childish and so disgusting to me, because I feel like it's got no point to it. It's kind of like one of them things, like, you know what I'm saying, talking about somebody's mama or something. Like, the whole thing is that I feel like it's one of those degrading type of terms that you're using because you feel like a man is like not doing what you think he should be doing as it relates to his woman. If it was what men say it is with, well, I'm trying to let him know he getting played. Well, you're not being much of a help right now by just, you know what I'm saying, going off on him and calling him a simp. It ain't like you trying to help him. It's not like you trying to enlighten him or nothing like that. Listen, let me tell y'all something. This whole the extremes of the gender war shit is just getting old, okay? All you motherfuckers getting on here talking about, one way or the other, the male bashing, the woman bashing, you know what I'm saying? Getting on here as a woman talking about how much you don't need a man, or talking about, men are disgusting, or you feel like men is your enemies, is trash, okay? It's trash. Getting on here as a man, going off talking about how much you think that women are just scutterbuckets and hood rats and all of that stuff is trash, okay? If you don't like a particular type of woman, just don't get one. If you don't like a particular type of man, just don't get one. But all of y'all getting on here and creating a whole bunch of rhetoric as it relates to the other gender is ugly, especially as black people. Because I feel like as it relates to black people, you know what I'm saying, we got so much against us right now that the whole gender war thing is just another thing that we got to go up against, because nobody wants to let go of what they feel like is the ego stroking of blaming stuff on the other gender. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I see so much on a regular basis. A lot of the times, it's really just based in ego. It's really just based in not wanting to be accountable. I've seen people come up with all types of things. I've seen people come up with justifications for the whole single mother crisis. I've seen Black women say, well, you know what I'm saying? We make better parents anyway, and we don't need a man actually in the household. I've seen men even say, as it relates to a man not being in the household, well, she shouldn't have been born into a race where it's been a whole bunch of single mothers. And it's kind of like, that's your justification. That's your justification for a time period where a man is not on his post. Okay, cool. Now, my whole thing is this. I'm not in favor of one side or the other. I'm not one of those people who is going to come on here and try to justify to you one position or the other, because the thing that is I am the most passionate about is the Black family, right? If anything, is the nuclear family in general. And my whole thing is this. I'm not about to sit up here and hear one person or the other blame each other for our position, because we both played a part in this shit. Okay? We both played a part in it. We both made the mess that we're looking at right now. And the people that suffer is the next generation, and then the next generation, and then the next generation. I think we all know how generational curses work.
Whoop-de-doo.
Ultimately, none of us win.
You better preach the pastor.
Being a woman and saying, it's men's fault. I mean, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? They just did it. They did everything. They the reason for global warming. They the reason for mental health. They the reason for everything. They did it all.
CAP.
You sound silly when you are literally at the center of a whole lot of reasons why we deal with a lot of things with feminism, which literally was one of the things that came in and ripped our families apart. So we want to talk about that.
Not today, Satan.
So now, and going on the side as it relates to Black men.
Uh-oh.
Y'all are in a position of being in the leadership. Y'all fell down on the job.
Damn.
Period. And the whole thing is, unless we both acknowledge both sides, unless we both acknowledge both of the wrongs, unless we both acknowledge both of the things that we both did wrong, Black men and Black women, unless we both put on our big girl panties and big boy drawers and figure out how to dig ourselves out of this hole, oh, we gonna be in a hole. Let's figure it out. That's the thing that matters the most for our children. That's the thing that matters the most for us all. All right. I'm done running my mouth. Y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. I'm just on here talking. I don't know. Listen, that's just how I feel, but let me know how y'all feel. And make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. And hit the notification bell so y'all can see what's up.
I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency.